Welcome to the presentation on multilevel queue scheduling. Multilevel queue scheduling is a method for efficiently managing processes by using multiple ready queues with different priorities. Let's explore multilevel queue scheduling in detail. The core concept behind multilevel queue scheduling is dividing the ready queue into multiple separate queues based on process characteristics. Each of these queues has its own scheduling algorithm and a specific priority level. Some of the key features include: processes are permanently assigned to one queue. Each queue operates at different priority levels. Higher priority queues receive service before lower priority ones. And finally, different scheduling algorithms can be applied to each queue. Here's a typical structure of a multilevel queue. The queues are arranged based on their priority. On the top we have the highest priority queue, system processes, followed by interactive processes, then batch processes, and at the end we have student processes that has the least priority. Different scheduling algorithms are used for each queue. For example, first come first serve is used for system processes queue, round robin with quantum equals 4 for interactive processes queue, and shortest job first for batch processes queue. The CPU executes processes from the highest priority queue first, and then moves to the lower priority queues. Now let's discuss how scheduling works between these queues. There are primarily two methods. First, fixed priority scheduling. This method serves all processes in the highest priority queue first, then moves on to lower priority queues only when the higher priority queues are empty. Second, time slice. In this approach, each queue is assigned a certain percentage of the CPU time. Here is the sample code demonstrating the fixed priority scheduling, where the function iterates through the queues and dequeues process from the first non-empty queue. Let's delve deeper into the time slice approach to scheduling between queues. In this method, each queue is given a certain percentage of CPU time. For example, the system queue might get 80% of CPU time, the interactive queue gets 15%, and the batch queue gets 5%. This allocation prevents starvation of lower priority processes, ensuring they get some CPU time, while still giving preference to the higher priority queues. This is an example implementation that shows the allocation of time to each queue, ensuring fair distribution of CPU resources. Let's walk through a worked example to illustrate process allocation in multilevel queue scheduling. Here we have 4 processes with different types and burst times. Each process is assigned to a specific queue based on its type. Processes with shorter burst times and higher priority requirements get placed in higher priority queues. The processes are permanently assigned to their respective queues based on their characteristics. Let's see a visual representation of the execution timeline using fixed priority scheduling. P1 executes first from 0 to 8 milliseconds because it's in the highest priority queue. Next, P2 and P3 execute using round robin with a quantum of 4 from 8 to 48 milliseconds. Finally, P4 executes last from 48 to 96 milliseconds because it's in the lowest priority queue. So with fixed priority scheduling, processes in higher priority queues get executed before those in lower priority queues. Now, let's examine the execution timeline using the time slice approach with an 80-15-5 ratio. Q1 gets 80%, which is 38.4 milliseconds of the CPU time, Q2 gets 15%, which is 7.2 milliseconds of the CPU time, and Q3 gets 5%, which is 2.4 milliseconds of the CPU time. P1 gets 8 milliseconds in each 10 milliseconds cycle. P2 and P3 share 1.5 milliseconds in each cycle using round robin. P4 gets 0.5 milliseconds in each cycle. This time slice approach prevents starvation of lower priority processes by ensuring they receive some CPU time in each cycle. Multilevel queue scheduling offers several advantages, including tailored scheduling for different process types, reduced scheduling overhead compared to global scheduling, predictable response times for high-priority processes, suitability for systems with well-defined process categories, and efficient resource utilization for different process types. However, there are also disadvantages to consider. These include the potential starvation of lower priority processes with fixed priority scheduling, inflexible queue assignments where processes cannot move between queues, complex implementation compared to single queue algorithms, difficult parameter tuning for time slice allocation between queues, and the absence of adaptation to changing system conditions. Here's a comparison of multilevel queue scheduling against other algorithms. Multilevel queue scheduling provides a flexible framework for handling different types of processes with varying requirements. It offers better performance than single algorithm approaches for systems with diverse workloads. The main limitation is the static assignment of processes to queues, which is addressed in the more advanced multilevel feedback queue scheduling algorithm. Our next topic will be multilevel feedback queue scheduling. If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.